Tell us why this project is so important to you.
Well, I'm very keen to sort of work on and cherish that particular era of guitar playing, the Segovia tradition and those who came before him, Tarrega and so on. To me, that technique is very special. The repertoire is very special.
So, how could you sum up and describe the quality, the sound quality of Ramirez guitars? How are they different to other types of guitars?
Well, what happened was that they developed this new model in, I think, the early 1960s. It has this dynamic, this projection, combined with a wonderful warmth of sound. I suppose it's a sort of combination of beautiful timbers and new ideas about strutting, and also using cypress within the guitar itself, which I think many people believe gives a kind of sweetness to the sound. And I wanted to try to produce or reproduce that sound, and this is the great chance to really do that, to have this wonderful project.
There's a great story about how you acquired the guitar that you're making this recording on, and there's in a sense a bit of deja vu with Segovia himself. Talk me through that.
Indeed. Well, Segovia went to the Ramirez workshops as a very young man in 1912, and of course it's the famous story that Ramirez was so impressed with his playing that he said, "My boy, I want you to take this guitar. Don't pay me in money, but make the guitar famous around the world." And then, lo and behold, we were there in Madrid at the Ramirez workshops 100 years later. Amalia, who now runs the business and indeed makes guitars herself, and she was extremely kind. I played for her, we chatted for quite a long time, and then she said, "I'd like you to have this guitar," and to use it for the project and indeed for the recitals that we're doing in this series.
So we've got 2 CDs and indeed a booklet. So what's the thinking behind the programming? Because the 2 CDs, in a sense, there is a connection with Segovia, but they're quite different.
One CD, original guitar works written for him, the composers like Duart and Manuel Ponce, Custom Tedesco, Taroba, of which I've been very fond for decades. And the second volume is a chance to investigate and to produce and play all those wonderful smaller pieces which he transcribed, or indeed Tarrega transcribed, and Segovia then took onto the concert platform. So you've got the one CD is with the larger works mainly, the second one mainly smaller pieces, and I can indulge in playing little movements by Schumann and Gluck and Haydn and Handel and all those sort of wonderful composers. So it's a beautiful chance, wonderful chance to put that material together.
There's also been quite a personal touch to the creating of this project, because some of the composers that are featured, for example, Tansman and Rodrigo, you've actually gone at lengths to research that music and indeed make connections with surviving family. To talk us through that.
The Tansman connection, I met Alexander Tansman in Spain in 1968. Then we were doing the research for this project. I thought it'd be nice to do the suite, the 9-movement suite, And well, the two daughters are still alive, and luckily we managed to visit one of them in Paris on a very cold, snowy day, and she was so incredibly helpful and to show us letters of Segovia and so on to see where he'd suggested little changes and things to the score. So that was wonderful.
Well, John, you know, guitarists worldwide will wish you every success with this project. It's called Segovia the Ramirez Years. So we wish you well and good luck and all power to the music.
Thank you. It's a very important project. Thank you for your help.